Hey guys, welcome to a trade breakdown. It's been a while since I've done one, so just haven't had the time in the evenings, unfortunately. But today I'm going to make sure I do one, and it's going to have one trade I took in the London session, plus a whole bunch of other setups that I would have liked to have taken, but I didn't have an opportunity to trade afterwards after I shut down the stream. But so today's morning was an excellent one. And then I'll go through just sort of show you two other trades that would have been absolutely viable to net you a bunch of pips if you were at the charts. So let's get into it. So focusing on the German 40 for London Open, and then I usually switch over to either gold or Indice or something that just moves nicely in New York. I don't mind German as well in New York, but lately I've found that the German hasn't been moving as much as I would like it to. We need volatility for this kind of style. So the style is liquidity, manipulating like session highs, lows, 50%, points of interest, always in poise. So today, what we had, we were looking at the charts, and we had price just before the German Open. Price sort of really started to accelerate down here, and I was waiting for price. What I really wanted to see was price to come up, take the euro high, and the New York high as well. So I was planning out this as a preferred move, and I nearly actually got stuck thinking that, well, maybe price is going to push up to like these imbalance candles and actually find a bit of resistance around this Asian low, and then we can retest that low. So I nearly pulled the trigger in this little zone. I'm glad I didn't. So I just thought what I would rather wait for is just really, really nice level. So this is when I did move it to break even. So let's just move it back up. And it was around 20 odd pips. So yeah, that's about where my stop loss originally was. So I'll play the forward. What we saw was the first 5-minute candle swept the low, started creating like a little bit of a doji. Price started pushing up, and then it started hesitating inside of this zone. And this is where I was like, oh, is it going to actually close? I didn't want to execute on a trade here, even though it looked potential like it was creating a resistance. I was thinking that, well, if we do able to sweep it and we're able to close below here, then I think it might have a chance to retest these lows. But because I was waiting for the candle to close, I was able to avoid this candle. Then I was waiting for price to just push up into these areas. Let's let it go up. Okay, now it pushed up into this zone. What I was waiting for then was a liquidity candle. So I just wanted to show it was in an area where I liked liquidity to have been formed. Now I just wanted to see a rejection candle. The rejection candle I saw was on the 4-minute. So let me just go over to the 4-minute. That wasn't the rejection candle. I was waiting for it to take that NY high. So this was the next candle, nice and bullish. Then we got this candle, and this is the one. So we took New York high inside of this like little resistance area, inside pretty much getting close to this zone that I had from like 1st of August, 2023. I saw this and I was like, well, that's by definition, this is what I was looking for. Something to break the high, the previous candle closed bearish, or at least just close at least underneath that high. So I executed on here. I thought price could push up a little bit more, so I gave it a little bit of a wider stop on this one, the 20 pips. Price then, I thought I was going to get done when this price was pushing up, and I thought, well, I always said if this one fails, I'll just give it a second shot. But price came up, closed beautifully on this next 4-minute candle, survived the push up. Got him disappointed. I could have got a much better entry, but then after that, it was just all down from there. So this was at this point, this is where I closed the vast majority of it, and let the runner run. Move stops to break even. This was the and that was it. That was 40 odd pips, 47 pips. Ended up closing the majority at these lows here, which was around 45 pips. So really happy with that. Then I was saying, like, it was getting towards the end of the stream that if we got a liquidity candle under here, we could, with the new candle, we could have taken some buys back up to fill this like little clean candle area. And then hopefully the price was going to drop from there, and I was going to survive that pullback. So I didn't really see anything properly on here, but it was there on the 3-minute. This candle right here, that's a beautiful liquidity candle. So that's the one he could have shot it, could have taken a shot on that one. And then price would have given you a nice bunch of, you would have survived that little pull down. You would have got at least 20 odd pips. And I was saying you can look for 20 to 30 pips for this little correction. And that would have been nice. Anyway, so that was the second trade opportunity. Then the next one was on NAS for New York Open. So this is NAS here. Look at all this liquidity, all these on the higher time frame. You've got all this area, all these lows, that price, and these lows, that price had swept. So once we actually had broken underneath this zone over here, look for the same thing, rejection wick, and then you could look to ride it back up, especially to the monthly level. So if we look in closer at this point here, I'll just replay it. And what you're looking for is like a 3 minute or plus. So that is three for me, prefer a 3 minute plus. So 3, 4, 5, anything that's going to be a rejection wick under here. Because if we've dropped down so cleanly, we've left a lot of liquidity behind. Okay, so on this one, it was the 4 minute. Got to wait for a rejection wick. Okay, price is pushing down, no rejection wicks. No rejection wick yet. No rejection wick yet. No rejection wick yet. Okay. That's the rejection wick there. That one there. The one that breaks the low, closes back above. You're looking to retest this wick area, grab liquidity, give a little bit of room for a stop loss, just in case it does take the liquidity from underneath there. But anything from here up would be a pretty nice shout. And then price just lovely, like just went so up so nice afterwards. So that would have been like really good risk reward. Price just kept on running. And yeah, that was one that got away. I didn't get to catch this one, but that was definitely viable. That'd be aligned the strategy for just after NYSE or some time of volume, wait for liquidity being taken, look for ejection, and off you go. Alrighty, so that's it. I'm going to end it there. I'll see you guys tomorrow for London session. Bye-bye.